Okay. Alrighty. Right on time. We're a little late. Had a little discussion with the wife. A little discussion. You guys ever been married? Are you married now? You know what it's like? It's not really a discussion. It's more like a listen, you hear, and you ask her, you make sure you ask how she feels about things. That's how you continue to get service. You know what I mean by that. And then there you go. And yeah, I think the discussion went well though. I think it went well. Anyway, what we're started here was a discussion about may or may not be about my obsession with Japanese bands, female Japanese bands. Huh? No. That would be funny though, right? She has said something once in passing, like when I was like, if someone were to look at my images on my phone, she's like, yeah, they'll think you're a creep. I'm like, what? She's like, you have like all these girls, like it's like, oh, but it's for the business, it's for the channel, it's for that, it's for content, but yeah, it does. It could easily look like it's like, wow, this dude is really obsessed with these bands. These people. Who are all these chicks? Anyway. All right. So, Love Bites night tonight. We're doing it over on YouTube because it was really just going to be a lot of talk. Though, in the future, by future I mean next week, we can do this over on Twitch. And I'll tell you why. When I set this all up, I was thinking, it would be even better if I treated this like a radio show for that 2 hour, maybe 2 hour stream. Well, it's been an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, I got work in the morning, and it'd be really cool to have it where we could play music and have call-ins, and so kind of do with like have call-ins, answer questions, play some music that we like, talk about the music, stuff like that. That just seems like it'd be a good fit. So we'll explore that next week. Okay. All right. So making sure we're all good here. The stream is up and running. Great. I think I did do a sound test earlier with Discord. That should work. So let me make sure that is all working here still. Like that I'm actually in the VC and all that, the voice channel. Now when I do these things, sometimes people join, but it's I'll be honest, it's kind of not so frequent. I think people are sometimes shy to join a VC. I suppose. When you hop in, I'm pretty much just going to ask you how long you've been a fan of Love Bites. What got you into Love Bites? Was there, what was the song that that won you over? What was the song that got you? Definitely want to know that. I think that'd be a good place to start. Yeah. So like, how did you first discover Love Bites? What was the song or the moment that hooked you? And, what Love Bites member do you admire the most? Things like that. So, yeah, this is intended to be a call-in live stream for fans of Love Bites, which, of course, we all know is a Japanese, all-female heavy metal band. And I think this is a great way to engage with a very passionate community that is the Wolfpack. And yeah, so without further ado, let me throw the link there in the chat, and well, let's just do it. First off, hold on here. let me get the link here. I won't put anyone on the camera or anything or on the screen. And when you join, you won't. Don't worry about webcam. Don't worry about that stuff. That's what I'm saying. Let me get the chat. And it's pretty cold over here right now for some reason. I really want this freeze to stop. Actually, do want to go back to the scorching hot Texas summer. And remember that I said that because when summer comes around and I'm like crying uncle and complaining about how hot it is, just remind me that I also complain about how cold it is. And how cold is it over here? Well, for a Texan, it's too cold. Oh, my phone's on the charger. I have no idea. It's very cold. It is very, very cold. Okay. Where's my chat? Okay, there's the chat. Okay. There we go, guys. That is the VC chat there. And if you don't want to join, what I can do is I'm going to ask you guys, and you can just let me know in the chat how it worked for you. We can do it that way as well. I guess we put the chat on the screen for that as well. Okay. Okay, 1 second. And things have been pretty busy at work as well, man. Been very, very busy lately. I know I've never really disclosed what I do for work, and that's for reasons, obviously, to protect myself. But not that I don't trust you guys, but I have a shadow now, and some new hires, and it really makes it hard for me to like find the pockets of time to do things I like to do. Like sometimes, mess around or, it's like it's, I can't have the shadow around me and just like, not be 100% efficient all the time and still make my numbers and all that. Anyway. So yeah, George, yeah, you can hop in. We talked before. It'd be great to talk to you again. Hopefully the link works. All right, we got you there. Are you able to hear me? Is it coming through for you, man?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna look at the meter here. Now go ahead and say something real fast.
Something real fast.
All right, there we go. Let me adjust your volume a little bit, and then we should be set. Okay. All right, George, we talked before, but remind us, how did you become a fan of Love Bites?
2020, right? Everyone stuck at home. So kind of just chilling on YouTube, watching a Nightwish reaction.
Oh, okay.
And just someone in the comments was suggesting Love Bites. So I just clicked it, and it was Shadowmaker.
Yeah.
And it was over for me, pretty much.
Shadowmaker was the thing, huh? That was the song.
Yeah, they only had like a couple of videos, I think.
Yeah. And the Shadowmaker music video, is that the one that was on like Metal Blast, or what was it called? On the other channel?
I think so at the time, yeah. I think so.
Okay. All right, that's very cool. Is that normal? Like, does the Nightwish and Love Bites fan base, do they overlap?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Don't think so.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. So that's why I was surprised about that. I would imagine you see like, screw Love Bites, a Nightwish #1 or something like that.
No way.
Oh, so very cool that he saw a Love Bites comment and they're recommending
Well, it said female Japanese metal band, so immediately got my attention.
Okay, yeah. Well,
because I was getting pretty bored with what I was listening to. Not bad about Nightwish, just in general, like getting kind of bored.
Yeah.
So when I heard like Japanese metal band, I was like, yo, I have to check this.
Interesting. Were you already a fan of a few other Japanese metal bands?
No, I knew nothing about Japanese metal or anything.
What I take it that what intrigued you was that it was very new to you, something very novel. Is that right?
Yeah, because I like in my teens, I grew up more on metalcore stuff like Slipknot and stuff like that. So guitar solos weren't really a priority, right? So when I heard Love Bite shredding on that song, Shadowmaker, I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, and it kind of grabbed me immediately. And yeah, my favorite band right now for sure,
For
no
sure.
doubt.
Okay, that's good to hear. That's fantastic to hear. So it was new to you, the whole concept there, and as soon as you heard it, it sounds like it really won you over. Now, if had it been an any other song, do you think it would have that same effect?
Uh, I don't know. Probably like if it was Rising instead, maybe I wouldn't have been like grabbed as much.
Okay.
But still, it like their guitar work is amazing. Like no matter what. So I think I would have anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I think the Shadowmaker, to me, coming from Nightwish, it kind of has that symphonic metal sound. So I think that's why it worked for you, right?
One of my favorite songs is Dystopia Symphony. So
Oh, look at that. That's a good track too. Do you have a favorite
and I
live?
saw them twice last year.
Oh, that's right. Oh, we talked about that. You saw them at the what? Remind me again. What was the?
I I saw them first time in Italy,
Okay,
like in a small club, and then a week later, I saw them at the biggest festival in Spain
that's
again.
right. That's right.
The same day, I also saw Baby Metal on the same festival.
That's
The day
right.
they took the
Because
picture.
that was at
Yeah,
the
the day.
Resurrection Fest, right?
Yeah. That's
Uh,
that's where I was.
that's right. I had that photo on the wall. Yeah, that was a great moment for me. I wasn't there. I wish I was there. Had I been there, oh man, I don't know what would happen.
I while we were waiting for the show to start at the festival, uh, we spotted the previous singer from Crystal Lake. I think his name is Ryu.
Okay.
He's now in another band called Kenosis,
Yeah, I'm not very
and they,
familiar with Crystal Lake, but okay.
they were playing there also Kenosis. So
Kenosis.
he went backstage to meet with probably Miyako because they're friends.
Okay.
So yeah, but we didn't spot Baby Metal when they were taking the picture. We didn't see them.
You didn't see that one. Okay. All right. Um, but that sounds like an amazing experience. I remember talking about that a little bit. The last time we talked, you talked about the
Yeah.
big show, and we talked about how how that was in comparison to like the smaller venue where you're like right there, kind of like elbow to elbow with other Wolfpack fans, Wolfpack members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want me to start with Italy?
Well,
Okay. So
yeah. Let's take us there. What
the
was it
first
like in
show,
that
the
small
first show.
venue?
Yeah. So in Italy, we spent like the whole afternoon outside the venue, just chilling, uh, meeting the fans. Like there was people that hang out on Discord and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That I knew the name, but I never met them, obviously. So it was nice to meet like the some of the wolf pack and stuff like that. And we saw the ladies uh, arrive. We saw them like eating inside. We heard the sound check. Yeah, it was nice. It was just having a few beers, talking Japanese metal with everyone.
And when you
And
met them, did they seem very welcoming, like the other fans?
there's a yeah. I think there's videos that the fans took, but yeah, it was all nice people. You know, several different shirts. It wasn't just Love Bites, some bandmate fans,
Oh
some
yeah, yeah,
stuff like that, Hanabi fans, stuff like that. They were all there
yeah. That makes sense. There's some crossover there, you know. I know sometimes in
for
different
sure.
fans they want to fight about who's better, but it's like there's crossover guys, and a lot of these members are already kind of friends anyway. Like Akane and Haruna are friends, so it's like, come on, man, you know, you don't have to
Yeah.
you don't have to fight.
She went out. She went out eating with Midori and Haruna not so long ago.
Yeah. So it's all right, guys. You don't have to choose one over the other. You can like them all. Or I mean,
It's
people
okay.
people have
It's okay to
preferences.
like
Yeah.
both or just like one. It's okay.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You know, you do you on that one. You know, that's what I say. You know, I can't force everyone to like Love Bites. Not going to do so. But hey, you know, you have a band you support, artists you support. I'm cool with that, man. You know. Um. But okay, yeah. So you were there. You got the sound check. You know you met the other fans of other fans, the members of the Wolf Pack, and they're very welcoming. You guys shared some beers together, had some beers and all that. Sounds like a very nice time. Now compare that. Oh, before we go to how that compares to like is the Spain show, like what was it like? What was it like inside that venue? Like, was it claustrophobic or was it cool?
Uh, I'll be honest, man. I was so hyped to watch them live. Yeah, everything was amazing. Like, to be honest,
Yeah.
even if it wasn't, yeah, everything was amazing. I couldn't believe I was gonna see them.
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest, like up until the point that they started playing, there's always a little bit in my head, like, are they really that good live? Really?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, it was
Yeah, what's it gonna
like
be like when you
as
see him?
soon, as
Yeah.
soon as they start playing, yeah, no doubt.
You know, when I saw them in Dallas, a part of me was like, I can't believe this is actually happening. This is like a dream come true. You know, I would react to these ladies play, and now I see them like for the first time there in the flesh, and I was like, I can't believe this is happening.
Dude, I was literally like, an arm's length away from Miyaku the whole show.
Wow,
Like crazy
man,
to be that close.
man, wow,
And there was a funny moment when Midori switched sides with Miyaku, like they do sometimes
yeah,
during a song. Midori came to our side, and she was also like so hyped, so into it that she kind of tripped and fell exactly on top. Like she didn't fell on top of us because she extended her arm, but we grabbed her arm
yeah.
so she wouldn't fall. So I
Oh, so
kind
you helped
of
her. You helped her make sure she did not fall.
exactly, yeah, yeah,
Man,
kind of helped her so
that's
that she
good.
didn't fall.
That's good, man. You know, you gotta help them out sometimes, okay? And I think I saw images of that venue. It was very very small. That stage was kind of tiny. If that's the one I'm thinking it was.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, that's cool, man. Was that the
Wasn't
venue?
as small
Oh,
as
good.
England, but it was still
Oh,
small.
okay, I'm thinking. Then I'm probably thinking of the England one where like the bar is like right behind them. You know.
Yeah, no, no, that's really small. The Italy
Yeah.
was a little bit bigger, but still a smaller venue for
Oh
sure.
man. So in some ways, when I think about that, what you're saying is like that just sounds so awesome. Like not only were you there to see them, but you were like there. You were like in their aura. You know what I'm saying? You were as close as you're probably ever going to be again. You know? Like
Like I
she
said,
sweat
man,
on you, dude.
I
I'm,
could,
I'm saying you're like
it was,
that close, man. You know?
it was unbelievable just to
Yeah.
be that close. The whole show, it's just unbelievable.
So so how does that compare to seeing him in Spain?
Uh, I think so I would say like the Italy show was like cooler in the sense that you were so close to the band and they were so
Yeah.
close to you. Like the interaction, right? The interaction with the band was much better, obviously, in Italy in a small venue. The Spain show was also really cool, but for different reasons because they were playing in a big show. The crowd was enjoying it, going wild. There was like a little bit of crowd surfing. Uh, Yeah, different reasons, but for sure I enjoyed both shows a lot.
Oh, 1 second. Something's happening with my mixer here. Okay. But I was listening to you. Okay. But yes. Sorry, something was happening with my mixer. I had to take care of that real fast while you were talking.
No
but
worries.
yes,
No worries.
I do see that. I mean, I hear that from what you're saying, that it was a cooler experience at the Italy one, being that you're like right there, basking in their glow at the closest you're gonna probably ever be.
I would say, as a fan, the I enjoyed the Italy show more because I was so close.
Yeah.
But for the band, I think the festival was better for sure. Like because big crowds enjoying it, going crazy. So it's a different atmosphere.
And how far back were you in the crowd? Were you like,
I
well,
was front row both shows.
oh, okay. So
Front row yeah, both shows.
That's very good. Okay. All right. But in being in the front row, you could see around you that it's a sea of people. And it's like you seeing all these people go wild.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
in the festival, you could feel like the energy of the crowd, like going crazy. Fami was going crazy, running all over the stage, enjoying stuff like that.
Was that the performance where Asami almost tripped over her heels? She like lost her heel for a second. I saw like a video of that where like she was like stepping and it's like her high heel almost came off for a second, and she like it was a very quick correction. I don't know. Go ahead.
I was a few beers in, so I can't remember, but I don't think so.
Yeah. So for those in the chat, let me ask you, how did you discover Love Bites? And what was the song or the moment that did that for you, that got you into the band? And we could talk about that here together. I'll look for those responses. But while I have George on the line here, one thing I want to ask you is there a member of Love Bites that you admire most, and why?
Haruna.
Yeah,
I was always a drum guy, so yeah, naturally, she's my favorite.
That makes sense. Oh, by the way, guys, if you do respond to that question, please tag my name. Otherwise, that helps me know that that's what that is there. But yeah, Haruna. Okay. And
she's the cutest. No matter what people say, she's the cutest one.
You got to be honest, and that honest is the best policy there. Yeah. But how is she? How would you rate her as far as like drumming goes?
She kind of has a different style from most drummers, especially power metal drummers, because she plays a lot like with the cymbals.
Mm-hmm.
Like she likes to do tons of accents and stuff like that. I really like that just because it's different. Doesn't feel boring because power metal drumming can be boring, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's a lot of double bass and stuff like that, and she really mixes it up. I really like that.
That's one thing I really like about her as well. The accents that you call them. I didn't know how to really what that was, but I knew it was like the symbols that you would add in there, and I always find that kind of very like crisp and entertaining. I get the sense that you feel like it puts some dynamic into the song. Like you said, it doesn't make it boring. It gives some like a dynamic feel to it. Is that right?
Yeah. It's one of those things where your ear immediately notices, oh, what happened? Right? Yeah. It's one of those things. It's the same as when a guitarist misses a note. You immediately notice, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but in a positive way. She does that stuff, and you immediately know, oh man, that was cool.
You mentioned like Midori missing a note, or even Miyako. I think sometimes may miss them. I don't really keep track of that so much, but
I mean, just guitarists in general. Yeah, guitarists in general. Sometimes you notice.
Yeah. I haven't really noticed. Has Haruna really missed a beat? I haven't really noticed that. It's not something I really notice.
So actually, me being a huge fan, I kind of look for those things when they release videos.
Okay.
And I've only seen one time that she screwed up. Like that was the only time. It was a video, I think, from one of the American shows, I think, where she in the Soldier Stand Solitary solo, like she's she thought the solo was over when it was not. That was a
Oh,
mistake.
wow! I have to
So
go back and hear that.
she was already playing the next part, and Midori was still playing the solo. That's what happened.
Oh, interesting.
But she's a pro, so she immediately recovered and continued like nothing happened.
Wow. I couldn't even tell you if it was the Dallas show because I was there, but like I did tell the story. I was kind of like half not really there mentally. Anyway, the edible was not a good choice. But also I was just having a great time there. I couldn't really tell you if she messed up or not, but I want to go back and hear it and see if I can spot
It's
it.
on you. It's on YouTube. There's a video on YouTube
Okay.
with the mistake.
Wow. Huh. Be kind of cool to see. I'll check. I'll look for that. Repo Bob in the chat said, "Don't buy the dust." He got into Love Bites through "Don't buy the dust," and he said Miho tweeted about it. Okay, interesting. So he got into Love Bites because he saw a Miho tweet, and it was the song "Don't Buy the Dust." Wow.
That's a good song. Yeah, it's a cool song to get into them.
Yeah.
Not their usual, but it's a more poppy song. Let's say a bit
Yeah.
more dancey stuff like that.
Would you say that Love Bites? I mean, they have like different sides. They have like different styles that they do. They have like the power metal side.
And you can really notice that on the new EP, for sure.
Yeah.
Every song is different.
Yeah, for sure. And it's something that you can notice when you go through like even their back albums. Like they have some songs that are very power metal heavy. Some songs are like I guess symphonic metal, right? Like Shadowmaker. Or is that
Sure.
more thrash? I mean, I get kind of lost in the
It's
weeds
like-
there.
Yeah, I'm not good with genres either. So,
Yeah.
but I would say like Shadowmaker. I would probably say like speed metal.
Speed metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the genre itself, I'm not really good at like identifying necessarily because it's like people have different definitions and then whatever, but it's like
Exactly.
But you can hear the difference. There's difference, and Don't Buy the Dust for me is kind of like that. Kind of like the fun rock side. It's not very heavy. It's more like just fun.
It's like Unchained, just like Unchained.
Yeah, it's very similar to Unchained. Yeah, in the sense that it has like kind of like poppy sort of sound to it, kind of upbeat and
A happy feeling, right?
yeah, for sure. I could see that.
One another thing about the Italy show, amazing. I had VIP, so I got to take a picture.
Oh, that's very cool. Oh, I think you shared that in the Discord. Is that right?
That was absolutely amazing.
Oh, wow.
And everyone was, because the default spot for the picture was between Asami and Midori.
Yeah.
Everyone was taking the picture, and I actually asked, please, next to Haruna, and they were totally fine. They started laughing, and Haruna was like surprised, like me, and I said, yeah. She was
Wow.
like super happy.
But he said she was laughing.
Yeah, she was like super happy that I wanted to take a picture next to her.
Very nice, man. Yeah, that's very cool. Like, were you did you say anything to her, or were you kind of like, tongue tied?
I spoke to them. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I talked to them for like 10 seconds before the picture. And then I was pretty much just looking at Haruna and Asami, to be honest.
Yeah, I understand that. And you're like right there, like, wow, this is amazing,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was lucky I didn't pass out, I was lucky not to pass out.
Oh man, I'm surprised you. Of course, you remembered that it happened, but it must be like a fever dream at this point. You look at it.
Yep.
I can't believe it.
But I remember another cool moment, which in Italy also, because I was so close to Miyako. I actually we locked eyes, and she actually smiled. That was really cool. I got a smile from her. It was pretty nice.
That's nice. And she's the one that people say she doesn't
Never
really smile
smiled.
much. Yeah. Wow, look at that. You got her to smile, George. You got her to smile. That's a
She
big deal.
smiled other times, but yeah, it happens to be
That's
one of
not
them
what I'm
were to
hearing.
me.
I heard it. You made her smile. There's something about you, man. Made her
No,
smile.
no.
I miss. Chad the Dragon Lord. I thought he used to be Thunder Lord. Chad the Dragon Lord said that the heel issue was at Rock Imperium. Oh, okay. I just looked at the photo. Rock Imperium was the heel issue. Okay, get the high heel issue. That's right.
That was the other Spanish festival they played.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
smaller one.
I got him confused. Bear with me. He also said that when Destiny, he answered my question here about how did he discover Love Bites. He said when Destiny's Align music video was the first one he saw, it was a recommendation from YouTube, and then he was blown away within 30 seconds. But the guitar solos knocked him out of his chair. I think he means that literally. No, but like, yeah, when Destiny's Align music video is a pretty cool video. I like the song. I think it's a very fun song. Yeah, what do you think about that song?
I'm gonna give a little bit of a hot take here.
Oh, okay.
Not on my top 10 songs, I don't think. But
Yeah,
it's a good song. I think it's a great song. I think it's an amazing solo section.
Yeah.
But just as a whole, it doesn't grab me as much as others.
Okay. So it sounds like you do see that it has some good qualities to it. Like there's some really good elements in that song. It's just it doesn't really make it to your top 10. So it sounds like you put some consideration into that. So is there a song that you feel is kind of similar but better?
In the same vein, maybe Judgment Day. I like it more for sure.
Okay.
But I like When Destiny's Align for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, the solo section, I think it's amazing. It's probably one of their best for sure. But it's just the whole song. I think it's a little bit standard power metal.
Standard power metal. Okay, I hear you on that one. Yeah, and if you were to compare those two, like Judgment Day and When Destiny's Align, Judgment Day does have they have a different character about them, but I would say Judgment Day hits harder,
and it's got a more driving feel to it also.
Well, yeah, it does a do 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 do. Yeah, they keep on going into that over and over. But it's cool every time they do it. It's kind of changed up a little bit on the drumming, and it's like, oh, this layer. That's very cool. When Destiny Line was the best back-to-back solos. Is that how do you feel about that? With Destiny's Line, do you think it has the best back-to-back solos?
Yeah, it really is like one of their best solo sections for sure.
Yeah, for
Absolutely amazing.
All right, but yeah, thanks for sharing that one there, man. That's cool. And hey, we're not all gonna like every song. It's gonna be different. This is about how you got into Love Bites, and it makes sense to me, man. Because what I'm hearing there is, when Destiny's Line, the music video and the song is really good, and it blew you away. So I'm guessing like you really like power metal, and I think you shared some things on Friday Night Reacts. Chad the Dragon Lord. So I think that is your genre of choice. But thanks for sharing with that. And another question for the chat is which Love Bites member do you guys admire most and why? And share what you want to share with that one. I guess be gentleman here. Oh,
are you streaming?
Yes, I'm streaming, guy.
Oh, okay.
This is about Love Bites. Do you know anything about Love Bites?
In reference to
The band.
no.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to ask you to please leave the VC, uh, and we'll talk later.
Okay.
All right.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. All right. So that was nice. But here we are. I mean, it's a Love Bite stream. It makes sense. I'm not gonna have it like derailed into nonsense.
It's all good.
Yeah. So anyway, so you said Haruna is your favorite member. Oh man.
Absolutely.
If you could, okay, let's say Haruna was like, I'll tell you what. Let's say there was like a brand new VIP thing. They're like, for this VIP, we could hang out for like, not for like a whole day, but hang out for a little bit during the day. Like, what would y'all do? Like, how would you hang out with her? Like, would you go to like a bar? Would you go eat somewhere? Or like, what would y'all do?
I would do what Miyako did in Spain. Just walk around the bars.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Drinking would have to be involved, for sure.
For sure. Make it fun there, and that could be quite a fun. Be a lot of fun. See, that's what would be a really cool VIP package, But of course, it'd be a lot of time consuming, and be like, okay, what do we do here? But like having like a brunch with the ladies. Oh my god, that would be an amazing VIP package, right? Victor Entertainment, are you listening to this? Like, you could sell special tickets where all it is, and then only one Wolfpack member is going to get it, okay? And they have brunch with the ladies, and all it is simply brunch.
I'll pay for it. I'll pay it.
Yeah.
I'll sell the house and pay for it.
Oh, man. All that money saved up for my kids' college? Oh, man. Well, they don't need college anymore anyway.
They have YouTube.
They have YouTube. They can watch YouTube videos. I figured it and figure out stuff. Yeah, that would be amazing there. Wow.
I was gonna say we're actually way luckier than the Japanese because the VIP Japanese doesn't include a picture.
Oh, why is that?
I don't know, but they just sign stuff. They don't take pictures with the Japanese fans.
Huh.
So we got lucky for sure.
Yeah, I guess the Gaijins get some extra, huh? I'll take a picture with them.
Yep.
Wow. Chad responded to that question. He says, my first favorite member was Midori, but now it is Fami. However, for the one I admire the most would be Miyako for her talent. And I understand that in that sense that it's kind of hard to choose a favorite. It kind of like you have one, then you have another, and then you have that one that you like hold in special regard. Like Miyako is like a very talented individual, and it's just like she's very creative, and they call her the Golden Fingers, right? Is that right? The Golden Touch.
Golden Touch.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. And of course, with Fami's like radiant glow, and the fact that that Sami said, like she enters a room and it's like this aura of positivity just enters with her. That's something.
And you could feel that in the shows. You could feel that in the shows, especially on the festival. She was so happy, just literally like running around on stage all the time. Yeah. She was amazing.
That is true. To see that live, to see that smile, to see how she presents herself live like that, yeah, you can feel it then. And yeah. So yeah, it's definitely a real thing. Now I know you already answered. You said Haruna. So we got another question for you here. What's your favorite Love Bites album? And album. And how has it impacted your life? That's a big question.
Uh, I'm gonna say it's a toss-up between Clockwork Immortality or Judgment Day. Uh,
Okay.
for sure, I think these days more a bit Judgment Day just because it's newer. Uh, I'm not sure how it affected my life, but seeing them live definitely did.
Yeah, that's true. Seeing them live affected your life, and you wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for hearing them. So
Exactly.
that's how it affected your life there, man. All right. It became enamored. Is that the right word here? You became hooked on Love Bites. You were bitten, as they say, right? And you had to see them live.
And it was amazing.
And it's interesting, the two albums you mentioned, there's a lot of difference really. Like with Clockwork Immortality, while you do have some very thrash heavy songs, there's also there's a couple of ballads there. And with Judgment Day, I don't really recall any real ballad. It was just like banger after banger after banger. It hit pretty hard. Huh.
Yeah, the chillest song in the Judgment Day is probably My Orion, right?
Yeah, that's the chillest song. Yeah, for sure. That's the one that has like some people describe it as more like an 80s sort of sound. I would say it's more like kind of like Don't Buy the Dust or something like that. It's kind of more poppy. It's a fun song.
It's for the crowd.
Yeah, it's for the crowd. Yeah. And for them when they were doing their reactions and they did the my lion and they did the lion gesture, the whole thing was super fun. But it also has a very hard hitting song like oh man, what was the hardest song on that album?
One song that doesn't get enough love is We Are the Resurrection. It's a banger.
Oh, abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. You're 100% right there. That song is amazing. That song. Oh man. Okay. I can tell you why I love that song so much, but I want to hear and what you think of it, and I want to see if it's similar. Okay. Like why is that? What makes that song pop?
I think everything is perfect in that song. Just the intro. It's a banger.
Yeah, the intro. What is it about the intro though? What's happening in that intro that makes it pop?
It's the twin guitars. Like it's totally a Love Bites intro.
Yeah.
And then it goes into an awesome riff. It's got like banging bass. You can really hear the bass in that song. And the solo section, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Absolutely. And then on top of that, what about Midori's? She's going the extra mile, making her guitar squeal in that on that song, right? Oh man, her song is like her guitar is like whistling throughout the song. It's like it's roaring. It's like Midori, you're making that guitar make some amazing sounds in the song. This is amazing. I know you've done that before in other songs, but it was incredible. I was like, wow.
She's actually in the credits for that song.
Yeah. She is. She is. And I kid you not, man. When I heard that song for the first time, the way the guitar was whistling and roaring, I forgot that it was studio. For a moment I was thinking this was a live recording and the crowd was whistling. Like, I thought, dude, I know it's kind of out there. I don't know if you thought the same way, probably not, but like it was next level. I was like, wow, Midori went above and beyond. Like the Transylvania song is amazing what she does there, but this I was like, ooh, man. Wow.
And it fits the song. It's not just something she crammed in there. It's like it fits the song perfectly.
Oh yeah, because they're coming back. We are the resurrection. We're being resurrected from beyond the grave, from the dead. We're back. We're Love Bites and we're back. People thought we're done. There was a hiatus. They were kind of shut down for the pandemic. There's even it got so bad. Even some in the fan base were wondering, what's happening. They're back.
I was wondering if they were gonna make it. Yeah.
even you were wondering. I want to say I kept my faith. At least I think I presented that on the channel. I want to say I did. But
The thing I was scared, it's because it's, from what I see, right? I'm not an expert or anything, but from what I see, it's so easy for a band to disband in Japan, you know.
that's what it
So
seems like from our perspective. Yeah, for sure. Like we see these bands and then they're gone. Or there's like a change up and it's like whatever happened with Lonesome Blue, you know. I should
they've
have
been a
liked
bit,
that. I liked them,
yeah,
but yeah, they kind
it's a
of come
bit
and go.
shaky, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a shame, man. It's a great band,
right. And
a great
sometimes,
singer.
yeah, and sometimes there's a band that seems to have a lot of great energy and they're doing stuff, and then all of a sudden, someone wants to leave, like Demi Phillip, for example. Yeah, it is. It is what it is with that one.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. That's a complicated one because it's like, well, Saki wants to do what she wants to do, and sure, I mean, you don't. I mean, you're not going to stop her. I mean, she's going to do that. And it's like, okay, it kind of sucks, and they got to fill a void, and of course, I'm a super fan, so I want them to do well. When I say super fan, I'm like, yeah, I like them, but also like, I wanna like push them, promote them, be like the hype guy, because I believe in them. I want to believe in the band. I believe in what they do, even for like Love Bites. Even when Love Bites were going in the hiatus, I was like, man, let's hype them up, talk about the songs, and all that stuff. Anyway, oh yeah, we
And
got
the
into
new
this.
album, the new
Oh,
album is fantastic as well.
oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't catch that.
The new Nemophila album is fantastic as well.
Oh yeah, I really like that. I did. I like that album quite a bit here. Oh, we got, I think, some other responses. Chad said, my first favorite. Oh, no, we answered that one. Chad said, Electric Pentagram is my favorite because the songs on it first introduced me to the band. And it's many of my favorite tracks on it, like a Frozen Serenade. Oh, that is a track that is very cool.
It's one of their best for sure.
Yeah. It's a
I
very
think.
beautiful composition and very elegant. It really stands out in that way. I mean, I mentioned ballads before. I mean, that's definitely one of them there.
Even before the video, the live video, even when it was just the studio track, I already loved that song.
Yeah. Now, what did you like about it? Like, what was part of that song that really popped for you?
It's just that they decided to do something different, which a lot of bands lack the cojones to do it.
Yeah, the balls to do it. Yeah, they don't have the balls to do
And
it.
then
Yeah,
and they nailed it.
yeah.
And the Midori solo is absolutely amazing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it really is. And I like how the song is like a bit slower and it kind of allows the notes to kind of breathe. Very nice. Yeah. It really stands out in that way. So yeah, that was a good choice there, Chad the Dragon Lord. Now, how did that album affect your life though? Did it? Now that's a deep question, depending on how deep you want to get. Let me tell you something, George. I was in a deep depression until I found Love Bites. Okay? Not really. Like some people say that like there's some videos, some I guess reactors that they may have something like that. I don't have a story like that. It's more like I found Love Bites, I think, through you guys, and and I think the album's affected my life in a sense that like it is like the first time in a long time that I found a band that I'm like really like engrossed in. Does that make sense? Like I'm really into it. Like it is amazing. It's great to hear. I just feel like it enriches my life in that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Nightwish was like that for me before Love Bites, for sure.
Yeah. That's right. You were a
'Cause
fan of Nightwish, and so I guess now I need to ask you, which is better, Nightwish or Love Bites?
Love Bites, Love Bites, Love
Oh,
Bites.
take that, Nightwish. Which is why I will never react to a Nightwish song on my channel. No, I only say that because that's me being stubborn. I hear they're good, but I'm just like, Anyway,
Yeah, like not everybody likes. Yeah, for sure.
now let's see. I might have a few other questions for you. You have time. All right. Oh, I already know the answer to this one. I wrote some of these down. So Lovites, as we know, it blends classic heavy metal with its own unique style. What's another band that you'd love to see them collaborate with?
Western band or Japanese band?
It could be either Japanese, Western.
Uh, the cookie cutter would be Judas Priest, obviously. Iron
Judas
Maiden,
Priest, yeah.
Halloween. Those would be the cookie cutter answers.
Yeah, for sure.
But
And the collaboration could really just be them like touring together, stuff like that. Or I mean, maybe could be sharing the stage for a moment.
I would love to see them. This might sound weird, but with Bride Ear, I would
Oh,
love to see Bride Ear and Love Bites do something.
that's
Tour
not
together, whatever.
that's a pretty good choice because Bride Deer, they can go and they have gone in different directions. They can do power metal, they can do just kick ass metal, which was what I call pretty much a lot of their latest album. Was it? Oh,
Born Again.
Born Again. Yeah, I know. I should know the name of that album because when I work out, that's pretty much what I listen to, Bride Deer anymore, and I really love it. Yeah, but yeah, Born Again. So yeah, very cool choice. I like that. Now what about for the chat? What do you guys think? Is there a band that you would like them to collab with? Would like to see them share stage with? When you said Judas Priest, it'd be cool if they tour together and for one moment, for like one song, they play together. What would that song be?
Breaking the Law.
Breaking the Law. I thought Jorge. I thought you were gonna say. Oh, I said Jorge. Is it George or Jorge? It's George, right?
It's George.
It's George.
It's fine. Yeah.
I've only been talking to you for an hour now, right? But I was thinking you might say Painkiller, but that might have been too obvious.
That was the obvious choice.
That was the obvious choice. Breaking the Law, that's the fun choice.
I think Asami would have a lot of fun with that song.
Yeah. Like you would probably see her having a whole lot of fun, maybe hopping around like she does when they perform Dancing with the Devil.
I know Rob, it's not the same. Like, poor guy, he's like 70 years old, right? But I think it would be cool still.
Hey, you know what? Maybe he could retire for the night. He could rest, and Asami can sing for him.
Yeah, I'd like to see them together.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah. Okay, and let's see. What do you guys say? Chad the Dragon Lord says it introduced me to my favorite band and renewed my interest for live shows again. Made me happy to know my favorite genre of metal would continue on. That's right. Heavy metal never dies. Japan kept it alive. While there's still metal bands in the West, they don't embrace like the sounds of the old and try to revive it. It's very different.
Even if you're just speaking about solos, like solos are disappearing.
Yeah, I know. I think I noticed that. I noticed that even with the reactions, and even from what I hear too.
Man.
Let's see.
Could I give an answer for this?
It depends, man.
I think I've got a good answer
What's the answer?
for the collaboration. I want the Love Bites to collaborate with the Takeyoshi Omura band. Baby Metal's like first guitarist's band.
Okay.
His solo project. It has the exact, like the old school kind of George Lynch, Dokken, the classic heavy metal sound. With a male vocalist, I think it'd be an amazing, like a 2-man tour.
Yeah, it's an awesome choice. Yeah.
I think it'd be excellent.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be very cool.
And they could play Heels of Wisteria, like all the guitarists on stage. It'd be amazing.
Oh yeah, that would be an amazing show there. And that's something that's very cool. Man, I haven't really followed up on those guys either. So that's the band that you said like the Baby Metal East guys do, right?
Yeah. It's mostly like the guitarist's project, but the other guys swap in and every now and then. I think
I've reacted
so
to.
much now that,
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, they're doing so much now that I think only on Mikio Fujioka's birthday or death day, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Get together and have a show, but I think it's other members other than on the other days, on the other lives.
So, so you notice it sounds like they're more active now. Is it like a full on project that they will like play shows and? I mean, how active are they? Is what I'm asking.
They've been doing. I mean, they're semi-active, I guess. They did a tour, a short tour, or a couple shows with Gakruk Spin.
Oh, okay.
Played Hills of Wisteria, ran around the stage doing fun shit. But like, I guess they're not as active as Love Bites doing like national tours and stuff. I think it's just in Tokyo and do a couple shows every now and then.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like
There's
but go ahead.
there's also the issue. There's also the issue because I think Homura has an injury on his hand for a while. Like he has pain in his hands when he plays. I think that's probably the biggest reason why the Kami band is not actually playing with Baby Metal now.
I mean, the Kami East.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I think, I don't know if it was Omura or Bo who had that hand injury. Maybe both of them.
Omura for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I also heard that it was Bo, but I wasn't really sure.
I think another good kind of, it wouldn't be a tour, like a dual 2-man tour. It would be just a feature. People always say, or at least in my circle, that there should be like rough vocals on a Love Bite, at least one Love Bite song. So I think I want Sheeran from Unlucky Morpheus to do like a feature, and he can play guitar and scream.
That would be very cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
because Asami wouldn't be able to do those rough vocals. That's not really in her wheelhouse.
Yeah, she likes R&B and stuff.
I don't think they have a single member that could really do that. And so
I don't know, Haruna.
Maybe you think Haruna might be a secret growler. He's like,
Midori has a very low voice. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Well. Okay, maybe when she's lifting weights, maybe she grunts like, oh, like that,
Yeah, exactly. Drop a weight on her foot.
So, yeah. Oh, that could drive some of the Wolfpack crazy if there was like some rough vocals for like just one performance. Some are gonna like not like it. Some will love it for sure. I say, yeah, introduce that for a song just one time and see what happens. You know, it might be wild. Of course, it's gonna be wild, but it might be really good.
Mm.
Personally, if the song is good, I'm all in. I don't care if
Yeah.
it's growls or whatever. If it's good, it's good.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way too. Of course, I don't want it to like replace the style and all that. Just be like a one off thing, and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that was cool. But you know,
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm sure a lot of the Wolfpack would be pissed for sure.
so dude, I didn't catch your name. Is it Loki?
Yeah,
Loki?
lucky.
Loki? Okay. Um, how did you get into Love Bites? Like, what was the song that got you into them?
I think this is true with most, I don't know, people who are into the Japanese girls bands on the YouTube scene. It's a baby metal band made Love Bites, Never Feel, this kind of thing. I think some popular YouTuber did a reaction. Oh, I think it was that guy from the Darkness, the guitarist in the Darkness, maybe. Someone did a reaction to Holy War, and I watched that.
I know who you're talking about. The darkness guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's an amazing song to get you hooked.
yeah,
Mm.
for sure. So you saw the reaction and it got you into Love Bites. Like you're like okay, I'm gonna check this out. And
Not at first. I kind of skipped out on them. I listened to like a few songs and I was like, okay. But then I think I listened to, I watched, did a proper deep dive. Watched a lot of their, maybe 1 or 2 years later. I watched a lot of their official lives on the YouTube channel.
okay,
And I just became addicted.
all right. Have you seen them live?
No, not yet. I tried to get a ticket when I was in Japan last year, but getting tickets for foreigners in Japan is so difficult. I couldn't
Oh,
get
with
one.
the lottery system.
Not so much the lottery system. If it's not an internationally recognized band that have an overseas section of their website, you have to have a Japanese phone number and a Japanese address to ship like
Yep.
tickets to, and then yeah, it's really really difficult. But I saw, yeah, it's really difficult.
Yeah,
I think the band is missing out on that for sure, man. They could do so much better.
Yeah, but at the same time, how many people are going to go to Japan to see them? I think that's a very small market.
how many people in the Discord do that? I think there has to be someone.
Mm. When I was like when I saw Bandmade in Japan, I saw them 3 or 4 times last year. It's just me. Like the foreigners, it was just me
Oh
every
wow!
time.
And no
Me
one
or
would go
like
with you.
1 or 2 other people. I didn't have any friends who are into girls bands. Like, yeah, it tends to be like older Japanese guys who are into girls bands, and I don't have any of them as friends, unfortunately.
All right, all right, all right. So you haven't seen them live, but hopefully you will.
My dream, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite member?
Oh, that's difficult. Asami probably.
Asami. Okay. And why is that?
Uh, I feel like she's so beautiful that I'd like die if I saw her. She's got that thing,
Yeah.
and her voice is amazing.
Yeah,
And
that is
like
true. Yeah, it's great to
she's got
hear
the
it.
contrast. She's got that contrast of being like super intense, then she can be really bubbly on stage, and I like that gap.
Right? Yeah, she can do that for sure. She can be very intense. She can uh, get the crowd going, but she can also be very fun and bubbly, which you see those different sides of her depending on the song.
Mm.
But yeah, and she is very
Hey.
beautiful, very striking, and that's something that I guess I don't know, like haters of the band or whatever, be like, you guys don't like them because they're hot. It's like, well, I mean, it's kind of part of it. I got to be honest with you; they do look good. Of course, they look good when they play, but they also sound good too. So it's a combination of that. I just be honest about that
Yeah,
there.
of course.
I mean,
If I if
go
I
ahead.
was a fan of lights just for the looks, I'd be listening to K-pop. Okay, like
You know what?
That
Exactly
that tends
that.
to be
Yeah.
the case. Yeah.
if I wanted hot chicks, I'd be listening to K-pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, there's this thing where people say that these Japanese artists are even prettier in person. I can confirm that.
I can
Prettier in
confirm.
person for sure.
I met the Nemophila girls impromptu, like out of a music setting last year. I was at like the smoking area at the very end of a festival that they were participating in, and I met Haraguchi-san, uh, Mayu, and Hazuki, and I got to take a picture with the three of them and stuff. It was great, but
Oh, that's
they're
cool.
so beautiful.
Yeah, and yeah, they're definitely beautiful in person. I mean, they look good, and they're also very personable as well. I mean, they'll allow you to take pictures with them, and they'll talk with you if of course, if they have the
Yeah.
time, for that. Um, when they came to Houston, people were like, "Hey, how come we didn't stay around? Because like you had a chance to like talk with them. They were like kind of like they're talking. It's like, really? Wow, I did not stay. I kind of missed
Dang.
something, huh? Anyway, but yeah, Sami's a good pick there. Um, very very strong choice. Do you have a favorite album?
Oh, I'm not like an album guy.
Okay.
I guess I just pick songs and
Well, in that
listen
case,
to them over and over again.
you have a favorite song?
Probably, I always go back to that uh Swan song. I love,
Great choice. Great
and,
choice.
and I know it's like an unpopular pick because it's like poppy and stuff, but I really like Unchained recently. I guess that's my
Hey,
recent pick.
that's a cool one.
I know like people give it shit because it's like repetitive, or no, I guess the sound's way brighter
Well, for
than
sure, yeah, it
like,
does. It's
and
definitely a
like
brighter
all the
tune.
guitars are in the high end and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, in that melody that Miyako is weaving throughout the song is just, oh man, that's just beautiful, man. That's you can follow that. I'm like, yeah, just keep on doing
She's
that.
tapping.
Yeah,
She's tapping for like 4 minutes.
yeah,
It's insane.
yeah. It's just very cool to hear. It's nice on the ears. I like that. A very fun song, and I have nothing wrong with that. And I like songs like that. And then on that same EP, you also have like what was it, Bell in the Jail, which is a totally different song, and
Mm.
so
I have to say, the live video made me like Unchained even more.
oh yeah, yeah, that's true. It was really cool
That
to hear
tends
it
to be the
live.
case with every song.
Oh, I missed this here, Repo. When I'm asked, like if there was a band you would like to see them collab with or share stage with if they played live, Repo in the chat mentioned that Love Bites and the Wagaki band would make a good or make great music together. Uh, what do you guys think about that?
Uh,
How,
I think Wagaki is amazing, so yes.
how would you think the classic metal and, I don't know, traditional Japanese sound? Would you think be good for a combination? I'm not sure.
Well, Nemophila explored that with one of their songs. I think the song was Inten, and they had like the traditional Japanese sounds, and even Baby Metal's explored that with a Megasune. So the answer to that is possibly. It all depends on how they do it. Hopefully, don't overdo it, but let's see what happens there. You know.
Another thing is like both Wagaki and Lovebites are such like high level musicians. I'm pretty sure they would make something like really good.
But
Yeah.
they don't like they then. I think they're disbanded now or on permanent hiatus.
They're on hiatus, yeah. Sadly.
Well, that's
seems to
like
be
a
the
death sentence for Japanese fans. So.
It seems to be the state. That seems to be what happens with Japanese bands at times, huh? But how long has the Wagaki band been around?
I think since. Let me see. I'll search it up.
Oh.
And they got robbed of the Olympics ceremony, right? Because of COVID, I think.
Really?
They were supposed to play. They were supposed to play the Olympics ceremony.
Shit!
I think.
I did not know anything about that. Wow.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure.
I want to go with you're right. No.
2013. Wagaki
2013. Okay. For a while. One last question I have for you guys. This is a pretty good talk. I do have work in the morning. I'm going to be wrapping up very soon here. This last question is for the chat and for you guys here. Okay. And if Lovebites, well, yeah, let me do this one. If Lovebites wrote a song just for you, what would it be about? Like, would it be something like heartfelt, or would it be like, would you want something more like power metal like? You wouldn't want something more thrash heavy? You want a happy, fun song? Like, what would that song be like?
I tend to like big anthems. Like I'm a fan of X Japan's Art of Life, which is 30 minutes long.
Oh wow!
So maybe.
Okay.
Like,
so the song for you would be like this big epic power ballad sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe like 11, 12 minutes long.
All right.
Maybe have some. I'd like to see them with some. Maybe with some. Oh, that's really difficult. Anyway, go to George. All
right, George. What about you?
I would have to say something along the lines of Judgment Day, something like that.
Judgment Day, something big, bold, loud, and it just hits and it just drives, right?
Driving, yeah.
I have to agree. I think for me though, it'd be kind of more like, see, I songs like was it Dissonance, that song? Oh man, like stuff like that where it's like very intense and it's very like it's like it just grabs you and just I'm torn with that, or something kind of like MDO, but then there's songs like Soldier Stand Solitarily where it's like it's bigger. You have a lot of that intensity, but you have like this big sound too. Something kind of like that. I think, yeah. If Lovebites wrote a song for me, that's what it would be. That would be the style. Yeah, I can already see that, like a music video. Yeah, me with my stupid blue aviators. Yeah, I can already see that. Yeah, that would be the style for sure.
I've thought of what I want. So I'd love, of course, for it to be a big power ballad, but I'd love there to be like a live choir.
Oh,
with like 16 people or something.
Okay, when you say choir, you mean like you want them to go like monks, or you want them to go like, like
just like if it was like a live performance, like I don't know, torches everywhere, people in robes, and stuff in the background. It'd be amazing.
Sounds epic.
That would be very cool. Like I could imagine like that sort of monk sound. I don't know if you ever played the Halo games that you'd hear in those games like that. Oh, like that sort of stuff. Like hearing that to like a Love Bites song, be kind of cool. Very cool there.
I just thought it might, I don't know, to accent Asami.
I think it
Maybe.
could. I think it
Or
could
maybe
work.
to provide like a more
Let's see.
solemn sound.
Belter Media in the chat says his request would be for a cover of Master Puppets live. Miyako played the guitar part. She already played the guitar part. That'd be cool if they did that live. I mean, yeah, I mean that'd be cool to hear. I don't have a problem with that.
I have to say, Victor, if you're listening, Love Bites deserves an orchestra in one of their big shows, please.
Absolutely. If the Warning can get an orchestra, and then they're a rock band from Mexico. Okay, if they can get that, why the hell can you guys not do that? I mean, come on, man, come on. I know it's totally different logistics there, but I'm sure they have. I know they have orchestras in Japan. They could pull it off. Just make it a Japanese only show. I'm fine with that too. Have like an orchestra there. It sounds like it would fit. I mean, you already have Miyako playing piano live when she does this stuff anyway. Like add more people, you know?
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Or
Well,
maybe an organ.
Organ,
Big
yeah.
organ.
Be very cool as well. Well, gentlemen, it was great talk with you, Locke, and George. It was good talk with you guys.
Yep.
That's all this stream was about. Next time we do this, probably next week, it'll be on. If I use Twitch, we could listen to music while we do this, and that would be kind of cool. There's a lot of ads over there, but you know, it and you can't say gamer words like you wouldn't be able to say like, you know. I don't know. I don't think you guys have a problem with saying
Don't test it.
slurs. No. But you can't do that over there. So anyway, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this, especially interacting with the chat, talk with them. It was cool to hear how you guys got into Love Bites. I enjoy hearing that and having those talks. That's all this was about, man. So I hope you guys had a good time, and y'all take it easy.
All right, take it easy.
See you guys.